Test, test, test. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a 1 in a 6 month live stream, as always, and then I will disappear again. So thank you all for joining once in a 6 moons. We're going to be talking about some market structure. We're going to be talking about some concepts. We're going to be looking at price action, and we're going to be breaking down how I caught this trade without any drawdown, and where the draw on liquidity should be, right? So maybe you can enjoy the same draw on liquidity as me for the next couple of days. But before we do that, obviously you need to hit the like button, otherwise nobody can see that we're streaming, right? So if you can hit that one for me, that would be blessed, and then we'll kick it off. And I think I'm just gonna start with DXY. Let me start with the chat first of all. Let me do that. Let me say hi to you guys. Let's see if I can see some familiar faces from back in the day. I can see a few already. Million Block, Davis as well, Hussein. Yeah, you guys. I've seen you when I first started out in 2001. I see you still, so that's good. Love to see you guys. What's up, Sec David? I'm good, man. What about you? Gold moving like the boogeyman. Let's quickly peek at that. Oh yeah. There's no news today. Let's see. Yeah, I would be careful with this one. Let's see. New York session just started. Let's see the euro. Okay, let's 2001. Oh, I mean 2021. Not 2001. Yeah, no, not 2001, bro. No, that is. I was 10 years old. I don't think I was allowed to be in the market that time. All right, so let's start off with DXY, guys. All right. Market make sell model, right? Confirmation was given last week, right? So last week we had a big drop on the weekly. Draw on liquidity was this weekly fair value gap. Outlined that last week as well for my group. But the way Friday's candle closed was a very good indication we're going to have a continuation for today. If you can figure that out on yourself, that's good. Let me just give a little hint as well. I will put this one on the screen, give you a little hint, and we have this over here, right? So let's recap that later in the stream. But it was a good area for continuation, right, guys? Because we have a market maker sell model on the 4 hour, right? So if you're trading, guys, I'm gonna give you as many tips as I can. If you're trading, you always wanna be looking at the market maker model. So you always wanna know what side of the curve you're on. If you don't know what side of the curve you're on, it's very hard to determine for you where to look for liquidity runs, right? Continuation purges, or where the best entries will form, because we need to use the buy side of the curve to frame the PD arrays which are forming on sell side of the curve, right? This is what you always want to do. If you're trading a 4 hour market maker sell model like I'm doing right now, you don't zoom out like this. Everything over here is not important. You zoom in until you only see this, right? That's it, and you're not going to focus on anything else. Now, if you want to know where you want to get in, obviously you need to zoom in a little bit more, or where you are right now. All right, and if you guys can see, initially I wanted to see us draw into this 4 hour fair value gap here, right? We did not take it, but you have to be discretionary sometimes, right? Sometimes it goes into premium, but it doesn't hit a key level. As long as you hit premium, that's the most important part, right? Obviously, you have to wait for CSD, right? After you liquidate a high or low. And look at this, right? Let me remove some stuff because there's a lot of shit going on over here. If you guys know the MMXM traders double purge, you will see the same thing happened over here, right? We have one range we're playing with, which is this one. We ran this range Friday, right? And then we ran the range today. right? So we have a double purge. So we fake out the sellers, we fake out the buyers, and then the real low resistance liquidity run happens. And if you look for these types of scenarios with higher time frame order flow, you are going to be catching those LR moves like we did today, right? So if you go to GBP USD, I did a market outlook. It's on my Twitter as well. I posted a little screenshot of it, right? When the market outlook was recorded, price was over here, right? I outlined I want to see price come back into discount of the range into a key level, and we're going to form SMT on this area as well. Now, why is this a good area? You go to the higher time frame, right? You see a inverse fair value gap because we disrespected this daily fair value gap, right? You don't really want to see price exceed 50% of that inverse fair value gap. That's the most sensitive part, right? So if we go back, right, this is the daily candle. We barely didn't touch the 50% level. This just indicates how good of a level this is, right? And how sensitive that area is, right? And then we have an order block, and then we have the SMT formed, all before it formed. And this is what you can anticipate. You can do the same thing if you pay attention, right? And backtest and journal and everything, right? Now, why did we catch this one? I thought Euro GBP would go to sell side of the curve, right? So I want to focus on pound strength rather than euro strength. And it did drop during London. Still think we should go lower. It might want to go one more time for this premium level. That's the thing here. We didn't go to premium, so it might still do that. But then we have this relative equal highs as well, right? And what you need to do is wait for a discount, wait for SMT. You can get in over here. That's an earlier entry and it's still valid. But if you wait for a CSD OB on the 1 hour, not on a time frame lower, you might miss the move if it just expands within 1 hour. That's fine. But if you have that 1 hour CSD after an SMT, you have a very, very, very solid low, right? And that's why I entered literally on the low of the 1 hour candle here, and now it's expanding, right? So that's literally what you need to do. And guys, I'm going to be posting a video about order pairing later in the week, right? I'm doing this series, the time frame alignment series, so make sure to check that out as well. There's a playlist in my YouTube channel. This is exactly how I trade. So if you're wondering how do I catch these trades, and this is obviously a discretionary trade because I typically don't enter on a CSD OB, but rather I enter below an old low. But you're gonna see how I trade exactly, right? So make sure to follow that along. You need to subscribe, you get a notification, right, when I post. Try to do it every Thursday. But this order pairing video I'm about to drop this week is gonna flip unprofitable traders to profitable traders if they pay attention. I swear to God, this will be so good for you if you're not consistent yet. So make sure to check that out. And now I go back to the chat because I have been slacking. Or let me check out what the rest is doing. Let me put an alert on DXY's or original consolidation low, so we know when it hits. Let's see. Yeah, let's just keep it on this one since I'm in this trade. Let's do on a 15. See what's going on over here. Yeah, let's keep it on this one. The OG, hello, Sean Sita. What up, man? Used to be in your Discord. I took this trade as well. Nice, King Issy. Tell me the context for buying, not selling. Well, higher time frame order flow. Oh, oh my God! You sent the question like 7 times, man. Don't do that, please. No, I don't want to answer it. I don't like spammers. But it's higher time frame order flow. You need to follow higher time frame order flow. So why would you look for sales, right? So you just stick with higher time frame order flow. That's what you need to do. You don't stop going against higher time frame order flow. Like I'm pretty sure half of you guys, if you just stop going against higher time frame order flow, you all would increase your win rate. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Also, you would know if you had a journal. And from experience, I know 80% of you guys don't journal. Like, you're doing yourself such a disservice. You don't even know where you're going wrong because you're not journaling. So don't be lazy and Start a journal, okay? Don't be lazy. Piotr Damek, what up, what up? How did you identify original consolidation? Yeah, it's just a consolidation at the terminus of the sell side of the curve here. Look, if you look here, if you have a market maker model, it has an original consolidation. This is where the entire displacement happened from, right? There's no real displacement over here, right? If you can see, but this one consolidated, and then you have this, right? This fucking massive gap here. This is amazing. So you know this is the original consolidation, right? You want to see where they move out of their consolidation. That's typically the end of the market maker sell model. What are the chances that DXY will bounce off the 4-hour order block if we sweep liquidity? Is it always sweep highest probability if fair value gap not respected? Wait, what? What are the chances that DXY will bounce off the 4-hour OB? What OB? Bullish OB. Where's the bullish OB? There's no bullish OB here. This is not a bullish OB. If you think this is the bullish OB, it's not a bullish OB. This is a low probability order block. Like, this is not an order block. This is just a down close candle in a consolidation. And I explained what a high probability order block is in my previous video as well. If you actually, because this is the thing, right? When I studied religiously. I went through every episode of ICT and I did not skip 1 second or put it on 2x speed. I listened to every single word. And then if I look at my average view duration of a video, when it's a 12-minute video, there's like a 4.5 to 5 minute average view duration, right? Which means some of you guys are just watching 3 or 4 minutes of the video and then you're clicking away, right? And instead, if you listen to the entire video where I outline certain specific details, you will miss it because you're skipping through it, right? You would know these things. So I would always advise you not to skip through the video or put it on 2x or whatever because you're impatient. It's not gonna be good for you if you want to be patient inside of the market. Some crazy music, man. I just put on some copyright free music. What the hell? You took the same trade and the same analysis, but I set my TP at the imbalance gap on the 15-minute. This one? I mean, if your risk to reward is solid, then okay, yeah, still possible, right? If you can get a 2R here, still good. Right, I have partialed already above these highs and letting it run for terminus. That would mean a 3.5 or 4R trade in total. We'll see where it. I'm probably gonna partial when it's like around here again, right? And then let the last little bit go above these highs. Now, who knows why today? We know Monday sometimes is not a good day to trade, like low probability. We want to wait for Monday to pass, right? Does anybody know why today was a good day to trade? Like, if you can figure out when to trade and when not to trade, is a very good skill. Trust me. Like, if you know when to trade Monday and when not to trade Monday, is very good. But if you know, and I will see what you guys say, and I will confirm if it's right or wrong. TikTok brains, yeah, especially younger generation. No offense, right? But yeah, TikTok and like Instagram reels are fucking up your brain. Like, you have no attention span anymore. You can call me an old man. I'm 33, but at least I didn't grow up in the TikTok era, which I'm blessed actually. Such a brain rot nowadays. When you said you studied religiously, did you pray to ICT? Yeah, I actually have an entire shrine inside my house, right, with candles and everything, and a picture of Michael Huddleston. And then every night I repeat, a high probability order block is one that sweeps liquidity and has SMT on it. And then I bow twice, and then the next day I win. Just how it goes. People think you're joking now? No. It's real. It's real. I also have the logo of ICT. I have that tattooed on my back across my entire spine, so I'm in sync with the markets. I got a Fibonacci across my chest, so when I look in the mirror, I know exactly what the optimal trade entry is. You look 23? Well, that is very, very nice of you to say. DXY was targeting the original consolidation, and because target not met, continuation to meet target instead of pullback back to the range or accumulation. Yeah, sort of. The thing I'm aiming for is that you gotta be aware of market cycles, right? Are we actually in an expansion phase on the daily? Does it make sense that we're gonna expand lower? Does it need to consolidate on any time frame? Go to the 4 hour. Does it need to consolidate? Or do we have enough momentum to keep continuing down, right? And Friday's momentum, right? This is Friday. Left this range behind. Has enough momentum and displacement to not... it doesn't need a consolidation. Look at this, right? There's no displacement anywhere here. Only here, a little fair value gap. There's no displacement anywhere here to frame a setup from. So it starts to consolidate, right? And then we have big displacement, retracement, displacement, retracement, displacement, retracement, and that's gonna go all the way down. And because Friday had a displacement, Thursday had a displacement. Let me see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, it was actually Asia session already. So Asia and London displays lower, and then it just sets up to run an old high, and then we can look for lows again. Now the only thing what you need to check out, right, if you go to the ADR, we have 64% ADR, so there's still room to go. However, if the previous session was a large expansion, typically the next session is not going to be that good, right? Especially if it's already ran targets. So we already ran targets, right? We took out Friday's high, previous daily high, and we already set low of the day, and we did a big expansion during London. We already expanded 90 pips. So typically, the next session is going to be a consolidation or a slow retracement or even a slow continuation. So there's not much. I wish I could send a setup right now if I see something, but I know this is lower probability because the previous session was a large expansion. Do I trade all the pairs on the list? No, I just scan through them to figure out the relative strength across the entire market. So if you focus on DXY related pair, you can also look at other pairs to see what is the relative strength. What would be the best approach to get daily bias, intraday bias? And my opinion against trading against your bias. Okay, so never trade against your bias, because why would you do that, right? If you have a bias, go with the bias. Don't fade yourself, right? Also, don't go against higher time frame order flow. If you clearly see that the weekly and the daily candles are expanding to buy side or sell side, don't look for sells intraday. Even if the setup looks very good, if you just stop doing that, you will increase your win rate 100%. And how to find bias, I'm gonna drop a video in, I think it's episode 5 or 6 in the series I'm dropping right now on YouTube. So that will go over daily bias and order flow, and that's literally, I'm gonna just break it down entirely. So you gotta wait for that one. Not gonna do that during this stream. Can we check GBP AUD? GBP AUD triggers me so hard. I don't want to see any GBP AUD. I don't want to see CHF pairs thrown towards me in the chat. It is literally eights, right? I don't want to trade those pairs. I will not analyze these pairs. I will stick with majors, And GBP AUD, any AUD, NZD, CHF pair, don't. Like fucking hate these pairs. Like, do you ever use euro and pound futures? No, not really. The only thing I can see for GBP USD, right, is that we will run back into discount of the range and then continue. That's the only thing I can see right now. So if we technically should not violate this down close candle here. So let's see where we are in. It could go to CE of the 1 hour gap. Honestly, there's no swing high yet, so it's not. Look, there's no swing high yet on the 1 hour, so it isn't required to come back to discount, right? But if it does, I would prefer this gap would not get violated. Yeah, I would definitely. I would like a portion of this gap to stay open as well. Like, check EU real quick. Yeah, SMT. Yeah, we already reacted here on the breaker, so this should be the range. I don't think it should go lower than that low. This is not a low that should get order paired, so it might go back to discount here. There's a nice down close candle here as well. I don't want to see it go deeper than this one. I hate that it didn't close above the highs here. That's kind of unfortunate. Because if you're trading, you want to see it sweep lows and close above old highs, which it did not do here. Still, the draw should be higher though. I don't think we're gonna go bearish full blown here. Makes no sense. Monthly fair value gap should be the draw. New 4 hour candle coming up, so it might consolidate until the new 4 hour candle opens up for an open low high close candle. Shout out to me, been learning a lot from me. Leon, thank you, sir. For example, if I don't have a clear bias but order flow is bearish, can I still look for a sell? I mean, if the order flow is bearish, you have a bias, right? Your bias is that you're looking for sell side liquidity to get taken out. Now, where you enter in the marketplace depends on context and narrative, premium and discount. Liquidity runs, right? Continuation purge. Tuning in to you raging at GA and CHF pairs was comical. Yes, YG, I hate that. I hate that. I don't know. CHF pairs, AUD, GB or NZD pairs. No thanks. Do you use weekly profile? Yes, I do. Of course. Of course I use that. And I use the economic calendar to determine where low or high of the day might be formed. Of course. Can you guys hear the music, by the way, or is it like a little bit, right? Don't want it to be overwhelming. At least come live once a week on YouTube. You guys know how it goes. I go live once in fucking 6 months and then I'm gone again. Yeah. No, we can't hear any music? Oh shit, I'm just chilling on my own, I guess. Okay, hold on. Okay, should be good now. Like, okay, let me skip this song. Okay. How frequent will these live sessions be? This is possibly the only live stream in this in the next 2 quarters. I live stream in my Discord like 3-4 times a week, so I don't have the energy to do that on YouTube, and I want to keep it reserved for the exclusive members. You know, I'm not gonna do it publicly if I have an entire group. Show up phase and disappear for 6 months, yes. What majors I focus on? Like EU and GU, like typically. And it depends on Euro GBP, which one I want to trade. And because Euro GBP is bearish in my opinion, I looked for GBP USD longs. We're gonna get a retracement probably. It looks like we're gonna set up for a retracement. This is allowed. We're probably gonna bottom out here, and then it's gonna be a continuation. Let me do one little thing here. Now everybody's gonna think, what the fuck is he doing? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's probably gonna bottom out over here. If at all. If at all we come there. EU will probably do it based on the relative strength. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, let's see what it does. How you start your trading week? I start by analyzing DXY. If DXY is unclear, I go to currency futures, see what is strong, what is weak, what is consolidating, and then I pair up weak with consolidating, or strong with consolidating, or weak with strong, and then I figure out which exotic I want to focus on. But if DXY is clear, I stick with EU and GU. No need to go to anything else. I want to hear you say honest. Say honest. What do you mean? GU was SMT with which pair? It was EU and DXY. When to trade Mondays? When Friday sets up Monday, you can trade Monday. If the trading, if the direction is unclear, after the week ends, you wait for Monday. Mr. Duck here, what up, man? Mr. Duck, yeah. You prefer emotion / USD? Yeah. Yeah, if you do that, you're gonna trade this one. See, this is gonna be your ticket. Oops. This is gonna be your ticket, your symbol. You trade with emotions. Am I Johnny Sins? Yes. I'm a plumber, I'm an electrician, an astronaut and a doctor. But also a trader. Do I swing Bitcoin? No, I don't touch crypto, guys. I don't invest in any meme coins. I don't look for Bitcoin or whatever. I trade currencies. Right, so it's 8:30 right now. See if we can get a New York retracement back down to discount, and then we should see. We're gonna tape read this. If we can see, I can see us bottom out down here. See what if it happens. Yeah, below this low, ideally. I want to see this low go. Let's see if we can take out this low. I like that, yeah. What's your advice for beginners to focus on? I've been watching ICT content since 2024, but I'm still struggling. Watch 2022 mentorship, watch core content playlist 12 months, and don't watch anything else. Don't watch 2023, 2024. No disrespect to ICT, but it's too complicated to. He talks about I mean 2022 and core content is all you need. It's very clear, it's structured, it has a clear model, and that's what you need to use. Like it's way too difficult. It talks about way too much stuff. I stopped watching after a couple of episodes. 2023 is not complicated. Okay, but it's fine. But it's easier. It's easier to do 2022 because that has the most insane model in there. So you don't need to watch 2023, 2024, 2025. Obviously, you can watch it, but I will not, because I already have a profitable system, and I use core content to form this model before 2022 mentorship was out. Do we take out this high? Yeah, guys, I only trade Forex. I don't trade futures. Let's do a split screen, by the way. Let's see what it's doing. Boop, like this. Is this recorded? Yes, this is a recorded live stream. Will be up on the YouTube channel. Did I mentor the MMXM trader? I did early on in his development, but I will not take credit for his entire, like, how he developed himself. Like, the man put in so much work. Your view on oil? I'm not gonna look at currency or commodities. I can take a one peek, but oil is just, I don't like oil. Let's look at the daily. There's one massive range on the daily as well. Yeah, I would not long here, even though there's a daily fair value gap that looks like it's in discount. Weekly it makes me very uncomfortable here. But like I said, I have no clue where this will go, so I can't give you like an accurate bias here. Hello, sir. I'm wondering, are you and MMXM the same person? No. No, we're not. Like, literally on my YouTube it says the OTE trader, and then there's another person who has the MMXM trader. So literally two different usernames. And if you listen to his latest videos, you can hear his voice instead of mine. It's gonna haunt me forever. Forever and ever. What happened to Nasdaq? It took a shit, man. Look at that. Look at what the fuck, man. Ooh. I did a market outlook yesterday. I was like, I just want to see Friday's low get run into this daily fair value gap, and then I want to see us go to the equal highs. I wake up this morning, I see Nasdaq is all the way down here. I'm like, what? It just gapped below the fair value gap. I don't know. I think Trump said something about tariffs. I'm pretty sure that was the reason. My fucking phone. Let me see. He said White House says tariffs on Colombia will be held in reserve. That's something the market will get moved by for sure. Then you're the real MMXM trader? Yes. Yes. Yeah, top tier analysis, guys. If your analysis is that I'm the same person as the MMXM trader, I can understand why you cannot find daily bias. Yeah. DeepSeek? What is that? What is DeepSeek? Is ICT and Jesus the same person? I do have ICT shrine, so he might be Jesus in disguise. Yeah. You learned by watching MMXM course 1 and 2. Nice. Yeah, these courses are amazing. 100%. The Chinese company AI. That's why the market drops. Oh, it's a tech company. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Why do I say honest funny? What is funny about me saying honest? I'm pronouncing it correctly, no? Any trade running yet? Yes, I'm in GBP USD. See if I can get a screenshot. I'm sharing my screen, that's the problem. I don't want to open up my MetaTrader here on screen. Never mind. After you stop voiceover on MMXM Trader channel, I stopped watching you. Oh, why, man? He has such good content. Can we see your ICT shrine? I want to pray. Yeah, we'll do a live stream. We'll do a live stream soon with the shrine. Yeah. What's my DXY daily weekly bias? Well, if I'm looking for Euro USD longs and GBP USD longs, where do you think I think DXY is going? If you can answer this, you know where I'm looking for. Are you planning to do live sessions every day? Not on YouTube, no, I do them in my Discord. And if you want to be part of the Discord and take the exact same trades I take, you can sign up with a link in the description. Don't feel forced to join, obviously, but if you want to see exactly what trades I take, or how do I engage in the market, where do I, my market outlooks and everything like that, together with the MMXM trader, obviously, you can join there. But I live stream in Discord, not on YouTube. But this is just once in a 6 month coming to say hi on YouTube. Yeah, see, we're just gonna, it's not even gonna retrace. Let's see, it depends on where we close here. I don't think these lows will get run then. It depends on where the 4-hour candle closes. Let's have a peek. It's not required to retrace. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, if we close, yeah, this is for me. This is the filter for me. If we close on the 4-hour above this high, it's probably not gonna seek discount in this gap. And I say probably because it's always probabilities, right? It's not set in stone. If we close above this high, it's not gonna go there. It can still go there if it wants to. But for me, I work with probabilities, right? If I can determine the percentage that something will happen is higher than it will not happen, then I take my bias and my analysis on that take. $2022 mentorship is enough to become profitable? Yes, I would say yes. Back to the split screen. Check AUD. I will never ever check AUD, NZD or CHF. When to trade a 9 AM manipulation and when not? When there's a clear key level below your 9 AM open, then you trade the manipulation. You think the Discord is worth? You're in your first month on the Discord? Well, that's good to hear, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, we go way more in depth there as well. Way more. First funded account was passed in the Discord. Nice. Tony Parker, well done, man. Yeah, a couple of guys passed some challenges today as well with the GBP USD trade. Like, I don't wanna say this to you guys. If you're looking for a mentor, right, make sure that you know that he can at least predict price action before it happens and not just hindsight examples. Yeah, I've been doing this for 2.5 years and I'm pretty accurate on every single market outlook, every single POI I send in. I would say like 70-80% of the POIs I send in are like solid areas, and they pull out winning trades, just like I sent in this morning, right? So make sure if somebody's you want to get mentored by somebody, he can do what I do. And there are a couple of guys I know who can do that as well. There are a couple of legit guys, but I swear to God, like 80% of them just do hindsight examples and some fancy editing on Instagram or whatever, right? And then it's terrible. Our mentor is allergic to AU CHF. Yes. Yes, I am. GBP JPY. Now let's look at the GBP JPY. I wanted to see higher prices, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect us to drop this deep. This is what I had in mind. There was no confirmation, so I did not send in anything for GBP JPY. But this was my initial thought. Same with Euro JPY, but we went very deep. Now this is okay, right? Because we have SMT right now. I just need a CSD, and then we can still look for higher prices. But I need more structure. I don't really like how it dropped that significantly. It dropped like 170 pips. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this for sure. Maybe later in the week I can find a setup on this one. Like, waiting is always better than just, oh, I think we're gonna go higher from this area. Don't ever take a trade based on, I think this is the good area to buy from. Make arguments, right? This is a good area because I'm in discount. 1, there's SMT. 2, I see a CSD happen on the 1 hour. Number 3, I can see a 50-minute fair value gap. Displacement indicates sponsorship, so we're on the right side of the curve, right? Make sure you have a list you're ticking off before you're taking a trade. And if you enter because you see price move rapidly, or you think price will go up from here, you're not doing it right. That's not what you do for mechanical trading. How much is the mentorship? You can join for just click on the link in the bio, man. That's better. You can see all the options there. Any good POI for Euro buys? Well, today has already expanded, but if I look at Euro, this is what I'm thinking. Because we have FOMC on Wednesday, and that is a pretty significant news release, and it will move the market like crazy. I think they're gonna consolidate or not move the market too much tomorrow, or maybe during London it will move, but it should like consolidate at the end of Tuesday and start of Wednesday until that news release, and then they're gonna run. If the monthly fair value gap has not been hit yet, they're probably gonna run some short-term lows, and then they're gonna reverse it. So the best POI was this low here, or this fair value gap. Same with GU, but that was today. That's why I focused on today, looking for a setup for today. You need to use the economic calendar. Is it a live session most days on Discord? I typically do like 3 or 4 live streams a week, yeah. Depends on the economic calendar. Like this week I'm not going to live stream on Wednesday because FOMC and federal funds rate release, right? So I don't want to trade in that type of market condition. So for me it has no use to look for price action during a live stream, because I'm just not going to enter anything. So it's best to not stream then. But for instance, this week I'm going to stream Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. You promised if you take a loss you will upload it to Twitter? Yes, I will. If I send in a loss, I will post it for you. Sure. I have personally I have not sent in a loss this year yet. Only break evens and missed limits, and then this winner obviously. And you can I can verify that in my own Discord. Quickly check. I don't think I sent in a losing trade yet. Yeah. Yeah, I sent in two winners and two missed limits and one break even, I think. One winner was a break even because I was up what like 1.7 R on it, but it went back to break even. That was in the second week of January because yeah, let me show you. Like we had this shit over here. This was this super annoying, right? This running lows and running highs and then just running in the range. I send in this. I can remember from memory. This is what I send in, and then I send in this. Right? I should have sold here. I did not send in a limit here. I should have sold there. I waited for the rest of the week. I waited to buy here. Took one early entry. And then this one was a break even after it run 1.7 R. So this was super unlucky. And outright just this is just annoying, you know. And then this week and the previous week, previous week I sent in GBP JPY, no, Euro JPY buys. Where was it? Yes. So I had a Euro JPY buy limit from here. But they failed to do a manipulation below this low, so that was a missed one. There was another missed trade, but I can't really remember. Doesn't matter anyway. You lost last week? Yes, I took one losing trade, but I did not send in the trade myself. So are you listening, man? No live on Discord today? No, we're doing it on YouTube today. Just come to say hi once in a 6-month cycle. You know. Oh, Eurocat, that was missed. Yeah, you're right. Eurocat. Oh man. Yeah. This will be in the video, by the way, that I'm posting this week. I removed the limit because I had a limit here. This was the limit. Where are you going? Holy shit, all the way up there. This was the limit. Yeah, this was a 3R trade. I removed the limit because Trump was speeching and it was outside of trading hours. But yeah, this was like a perfect setup. Right, this is literally my model, but I just removed it based on economic calendar rules, which was unfortunate. What was my win? Today. This is my win. Already partial above the high here. So now we'll see what we can catch more during the week. Any specific reason not to consider the 4-hour CB on GBP USD there? You mean this one? I think you mean that one, right? We're not disregarding it. This can be cause for a retracement, but this should just get violated. If the drawn liquidity is bullish, it will just keep continuing and reach for external. And it will not... this can cause a retracement, but it will eventually be used for higher prices as well. Trade before news or after news? If you can get in before news, you do it before. Obviously. Yes, only two winning trades this month. Yeah. Yeah, one was a break even. Didn't partial, but my students in the group took partials or closed the trade for 2R or 2.5R. I let it run. A little bit greedy. It's okay. But yeah, I don't take 5 to 7 trades a week, guys. I take like 1 or 2 setups a week, sometimes 3. So less is more, in my opinion, and you need to have more capital instead of more trades. You blocked me out of your Discord because someone else used my name. I didn't like that. What is DM me on Discord? Like DM me on Discord, and then we'll figure out what went wrong. The only reason why I ban people from Discord is either they're posting a Reddit TradingView cracked zip file, which is a fucking Trojan horse virus. Those people get banned. Or if they violate any rules, right? Why did I enter GU and not EU? Because relative strength should push GBP higher. This can still retrace higher back to premium, but overall I'm still thinking this is gonna go lower. So that's why I focused on GBP rather than Euro. And if I'm wrong about this, then I'm gonna be in a high resistance liquidity trade. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yo, Defa, what up, man? And Victor. What time frame should we work on the silver bullet to align with the second stage distribution of a market maker model? It literally depends on what time frame the market maker model is. The time frame the market maker model is, that time frame you should use to execute a silver bullet. There could be a second stage distribution phase in a 1 minute time frame, and you can take that, but you need to close the trade once it hits the original consolidation. Otherwise, you're gonna hold a 1 minute time frame trade and base it on a higher time frame target. That's not something you should do. I see how New York session is consolidating, right? Because we had a big expansion during London. We're gonna see what the 4-hour does. If the 4-hour closes above that high, we might not take out all those lows they're engineering. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Enjoy your rosé? It's lemonade, bro. Yeah, I'm addicted to lemonade. What instruments do you watch? Earlier you said you don't use EU and pound futures. No, because I watch Euro USD and GBP USD, so I use CFDs for that. You don't wear glasses for screen, my eyes get pain. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, then wear glasses, you know. I don't get my eyes don't get hurt watching the screen. Ben je Nederlands? Ja, zeker. It looks like rosé, yeah, it does. What instruments do you watch? Earlier said you don't. Oh, I already read that. Never mind. Rose Visé? No, I'm using how do you call it in English? Like a home brand, like just like the brand of the supermarket. You are a doctor, isn't it? Nah, bro. I'm not a doctor. But I am a plumber and an electrician and an astronaut. Albert Heijn basic? Nah. How do I go about determining relative strength? Well, just use it like this, right? If you're trading Euro USD or GBP USD, you go to Euro GBP because that's both in the ticker. You see if this is bullish or bearish. If you determine this is bearish, you focus on pound strength. If it's bullish, you focus on Euro strength, right? Kan ik Afrikaans verstaan? Probably, yeah. Yeah, because Afrikaans is derived from the Dutch language, no? Because we colonized half of the world back in the 16th century. Am I always on live? No, this is one live stream. In every 6 months I go live once. Yeah. And the cook, yeah. I can do it all, man. Am I Swedish? No, man. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch. Okay, we're gonna watch what the 4-hour opening does. See, Nasdaq doesn't look that good to trade. I still think this can go higher though. This is like a news candle. Yes, tapped that Vervelga perfectly as well. Right, I still think we're gonna go higher on indices. Doesn't make sense to go lower. Yeah. Early in the week as well, right? I dump it at the Monday open. It's gonna set the low of the week early probably. Do you know Matt Luber or Rye? Forever model, also powerful, but I choose the MMXM trader. Yes, I know Matt Luber. Sniper, of course. He's solid. One of the legit guys. Like, there are not many legit guys, but he's one of the legit guys. Like, off the top of my head, like the legit guys, MMXM trader, day trading Ralph, Sniper, like Matt Luber, Gene, David, I think that's like a solid list. Yeah, T-trades, yeah. Have you heard anything about Zusi? He's supposedly scammed his whole Discord. I have no opinion on that. I don't follow that, bro. And like I said, I don't know him personally. I don't know what he does as well, so I can't really comment on that. Defa's a scammer. Nah. AM trades, yeah, he's also solid. But we're not here to discuss other traders, guys. Okay, we didn't close above the high on EU. That can cause for a retracement deeper. We did close on the 4-hour above this high, but only slightly. So I still think we can retrace lower for the start of New York session. Probably gonna run all these lows they engineered before the news or before the new 4-hour candle opening. Yeah, we're just gonna dig into this down close candle probably. That can happen. Next episode? What do you mean? Next episode in the model series? If you mean that, then Thursday. Dr. Dre. Liquidity trader? I don't know who that is. What time do I stream in the Discord? Typically like 8:15 AM EST or 9 AM. one-on-one mentorship. I typically don't do that because probably 90% of you guys can't afford it, and it's very time consuming. So that's why I don't really promote it or offer it. But I have a couple of one-on-one students. Do I know Joker as SCN? Yes, of course. He's one of the legit guys. Yes, Pete, you can DM me. Yes, of course. Make sure to DM the correct one. Like, if you're in my free Discord, just look at I'm online in Discord. You will see the OTE trader, and make sure to use the right username. So crazy music, man. What do I do apart from trading? I have a Discord. That's my side business. Like Discord and trading. Like that's like the most common combination. How much does a one-on-one cost? You can, if you want, if you're serious, don't DM me if you're not serious. You can DM me if you wanna know. But what I always advise is just first join the Discord. It's a lot cheaper, right? If you can just pay one fee for a month, you can learn so much, right? If you still can't figure it out, then some people do need one-on-one mentorship because they need accountability, they need homework, they need someone to really like call with them, review what they're doing, just streamline the thought process, right? And what to focus on. It depends. Where can I DM you? You can DM me on Telegram or in my Discord. It's not the real ICT, guys. Oh my god, ICT! I don't think he knows I exist. Maybe he does. Hopefully he thinks I'm solid. Where's the music? Are you set to break even? Yes, look, there's no P&L stop loss indicator here. Why wouldn't I be break even? It went 70 pips. If you don't go break even after 70 pips, probably rethink. It's not a real OTE. Alright, Peter Pete, see you later, man. The voice from the MMXM course. Yes, it's me. What days are the live streams on YouTube? This is the only live stream. Yeah, guys, you can DM me on Discord if you have a question. This is the only username. Don't answer or message anybody else than with this username. Let me just quickly put it on the screen as well. Okay, I'm putting it on the screen. This is my username. Okay, the OTE trader, nothing else. There are scammers. This one I will make an announcement right now. There are a lot of scammers on Discord pretending to be me or the MMXM trader, and they say, "How is your trading going? Do you need some copy service? You wanna put some money in the broker, and then you can copy my trades, make $800 into $5,000." Don't fall for these retards, please. Like, come on, like, We will never send you a friend request, and I will never DM you first. I don't need your money for investments purposes or copy trading services or fucking bots, whatever. Well, it's always the same text as well. Like it's not even creative, but still people fall for it. And then some fucking guy from no offense to any country, right? But most of them are from India or Nigeria. That's just a fact. I don't make the rules. That's where they most of them come from, because I have one guy who pinpoint their location every time, and every time it pops up in Nigeria or in India. So just ask for a call. And they, oh, by the way, they used AI to copy my voice. I saw a video of me. They used a YouTube video of me with an AI voice that I'm talking, which is, you can hear it's obviously not me, but it's just, you know, what the fuck, bro? So triggered. So annoyed by these people. Like, if you just learn how to trade, or actually something you can excel in life, instead of scamming other people, hurting other people, if that's your way of life, you're a bottom feeder. So yeah, again, message this one on Discord, like the OTE trader, yeah? This is my username. Not the OTE dot trader or the OTE trader slash or underscore or whatever. It's literally this, yeah? I mean, if you're from India or Nigeria, I'm not targeting you. Like, it's just in general, right? That's where the most of them come from. And I know a lot of good Indian people, and I know a lot of good Nigerian people. So that's just a shame they fuck it up for the rest of you. What time did I enter the trade? Literally when the 1 hour CSD OB got formed. So literally at 10 a.m. Like, as soon as this formed, when it traded lower during the 10 a.m. candle, I entered. No drawdown, just straight up profits. So I entered at, I think it's in the same, see. Yeah, it should have been 4:04 a.m. because that candle dipped into the CSD OB and then it moved away. So 4:04 a.m. I entered. Do I use COT in open interest? No, not personally. No, I don't use it. Yes, exactly, Lens. How do you journal? I want you guys, if you haven't started journaling, you need to fucking journal, guys. This is very, very important. This is the only way you can figure out where you're going wrong, and you can figure out a pattern as well. Like, maybe you're entering trades every time in premium when you're buying, right? You can figure that out if you journal. So make sure to have a higher time frame chart with annotations, intermediate term chart with annotation, and your lower time frame chart, which is your execution time frame, with annotations before you execute, and post in the same journal, post the result afterwards, after you're done with the trade, so you can see what the result was. And points of improvement, put that in there as well. Time of execution, duration of execution, also important. Does anybody know, why is duration of execution important? Like, who knows? If you know, you're smart. Like, a little bit smart. Do we have a Telegram? Yes, it's in link is in the bio. It's t.me/the OTE trader. Tell us. No, I want you guys in the chat. There are like over 300 people here. Somebody needs me to tell me, why is it important, the duration of your trade? Why is it important that you need to journal that? Be interactive, guys. You don't trade CRT? No, I don't trade CRT. No. I don't know the guy, okay? But if you make 8 courses in a span of 2 years, or whatever, how many courses he makes, and every time you say it will unlock the market for you, and you keep and you say you're a millionaire, you're flexing your whatever, and then you turn down a $10 million deal, blah blah blah, and then you still sell a course for $400. Sure, bro. Okay. Like, come on. Literal cult is insane. This is my honest opinion, and I can have my opinion. I see a couple of good answers, guys, so that's good. If you know the average duration of your trade, some people struggle with psychology, right? They struggle with, they enter the trade and they get anxious. If you get anxious, it's because you're lacking data. Let's say you're entering, and over the course of 20 trades, your average duration is 5.5 hours before it hits TP or you exit the trade. The moment it hits your limit or you enter the market, you can be calm because you know, okay, it may take up to 4 or 5 hours before my TP gets hit, or it takes a couple of hours for market structure to develop properly before I can go break even, right? This is why you journal. For me personally, I know my average trade duration is between, I think, 5 and 8 hours. So when I enter during London over here, 4 a.m., it's 5 hours later and I'm still in the trade. I know this is okay because probably I'm going to be in this trade for another day if we close properly high up, so I can stay in this trade because the draw on liquidity is still intact, right? So you need to be aware of these data points. So I saw a couple of good answers, guys, so you're on the right course. This is exactly how I expected New York session to be, but the point of this live stream is not to find a trade setup, but just to say hi to you guys, right, and answer some of your questions, and hopefully drop a few gems for you guys if you are still like a beginner, or you can't get over that edge, you know, like just you're like break even and it's still not getting it. Hopefully I gave some tips that will help you today. But make sure to watch the time frame alignments model series, which I'm doing right now. And the next episode, I swear to God, like half of you guys will like get a light bulb moment from that episode. And I will go over. You can watch the syllabus in the video, right? In the title there in the video, you can see all the topics I will be covering. Daily bias will be covered, market cycles will be covered, like all those things, right? So just be patient until I drop it all. You can assess if you entered at the correct time when there's volatility in the market. I mean, yeah, it depends duration, but also the time of entry. Yeah, you can determine like the time of entry. If you see like 80% of your winners are coming from London session, figure out why is 80% of these winners coming from London. Does it have to do with the daily profile? Does it have to do with you're trading a manipulation, which occurs a lot in London session, right? Or was every winner you took, was Asia session a consolidation before, right? This type of data you can collect, and you're like, okay, now I can compose a model out of it as well, right? I can stop trading London session if Asia session was not a consolidation, right? Do you take a trade on London? Yes, of course. I took this trade on London. Like this literal entry here was in London. This music is very intense. Let me let me skip this one. What the hell? No, no. What the fuck? Okay, somebody just messaged me that ICT is looking to short GBP USD towards this gap here. I mean, I can see it, but it is so risky. That's so risky. That's so fucking risky. I don't know. Okay. When is MMXM live on Nasdaq? Have a Discord? Depends when we're live. If Nasdaq is good to trade as well. If it looks like what it is right now, I wouldn't look at it. Do you use swing point as a confluence? Yes, I use it as a confluence. Yeah. You can't hear the music? You should. I think you should. Yeah, that's he's scalping, but still, why not scalp with order flow then? Why against order flow? I mean, he is obviously the creator of the concepts, but I just don't understand. It's just whatever, you know. He can do whatever he wants. I just think it's hella risky to look for a short because there's an imbalance here. Well, the 4-hour candle closed above this high, which is an indication that there's a likelihood that we're not going to retrace, we're just going to expand. This is just my opinion. Is 15 minute your intermediate time frame? No, it's my lower time frame. I don't go below the 15 minute. I almost never execute below the 1 hour and 15 minute. I'm just saying you can scalp external range to internal range. That's probably the narrative he's looking for, but it's too risky to look for this imbalance because we closed above the high on the 4 hour. That's just what I'm saying. If you can scroll up and watch your... What days would you not trade prior to high impact news? I don't trade the day before, or depends, yeah, FOMC, NFP, CPI. I would probably not trade a session before it. Sometimes the day before it is still good. It just depends on the entire context and narrative. Do you recommend setting alerts and watching and leaving the charts for someone who gets emotional watching price? Yes. And try to figure out why you're getting emotional. Either it's one of three things, right? Either you don't have a system that works and you're just doing something. You're just throwing out trades randomly because you have no faith in your system. Because you don't have a system, that's one. Second, you are over leveraging. You're putting on way too much leverage, right? Or number three, your account size is too big, right? So if you're just starting out and you haven't even passed a 10k challenge before and you straight up go to a 200k, phew, man, these numbers, you need to get used to those, right? So yes, figure out why you're emotional, but start slow and low capital as well to build up that resistance in your mental capability. Link to the Telegram, guys. You probably mean ICT's Telegram, but I think he posted it on his YouTube community section. I have not joined it. I don't really need to join it. But you can always use t.me, the OTE trader. Do I revert to 7 AM open price for Forex? I do not, no. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, GU is unlikely that it will go to these imbalances here. And that was kind of already a little giveaway, was the 4-hour closure above the high. So that's the only thing. I think it won't go there, but it can still go there. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. Tomorrow I can see this gap be used tomorrow, right? Because let's say the daily candle closes right here, open, high, low, close. If you're trading the next daily candle, you want to see a lower wick on the daily candle, right? You're gonna wait for a POI for that lower wick for your next daily candle. That's how you should view it. And this can still go to the gap ICT outlined. That's still possible, but the structure right now is not indicating it wants to do that. And I think it's just risky to short that. Like, it's very look at how this looks as well. There is a lot of sell side liquidity being built up though, so I can see the narrative, right? I can see the external to internal setup. That is a play. So I do not disregard the trade setup entirely. I just think it's very risky. I don't like to trade against higher time frame order flow. This is personal, my personal preference. I use candle closure for confirmation of PD arrays. You don't like ICT? Of course I like ICT, bro. He taught us all this. I love him. Just because I don't agree with a setup he thinks is forming doesn't mean I don't like him, right? How can I know that there's SMT divergence between EU and G, or is it just a delay? The SMT will be confirmed with a CSD, so you need to see a CSD, change in the state of delivery, and then afterwards that SMT is confirmed. Would you advise trading FX after 10 AM? No, not for majors. Maybe JPY pairs, you can trade those because they are actual Asia session pairs, right? Something like AUD, JPY, those pairs can move during Asia session. Okay, one more thing, guys. I'm gonna recap because somebody asked why I took this trade. I'm gonna recap from top down why I took this setup. So I'm gonna remove everything so you can see the entire thought process on why I looked for a long, and then we're gonna wrap up. Right? So let me do this first. Monthly perspective, right? SMT, right? We did not take out this low. Still respecting a bullish fair value gap, right? Weekly perspective. We have a swing high here. Looks like a draw on liquidity. Very strong closure above the previous weekly fair value gap, right? Bullish order flow. Daily. Where is the last area we should trade to confirm a buy setup? We ideally want to be in discount, but you only look for discount if there's an actual swing high. There's no swing high, which means we're in an expansion phase, not in a retracement phase. Think about market cycles. Yeah? Hopefully that makes something click for you already. Right, so because we're in an expansion phase, we're going to look for an opposing array on sell side of the curve to frame a setup on buy side of the curve. We see an inverse fair value gap. I don't want to see it exceed 50% of that level because 50% of any PD array should be the most sensitive part. Go to the 4 hour. What kind of range are we working with? Right? This is the range we're working with. Like this is buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve, this is buy side of the curve. Low hanging fruit? Yes, right? Because we have relative equal highs here, so this is going to be our terminus. This is going to be where we take profit. We'll take partials along the way. Setup, I want to look for a setup around 50% of the daily inversion fair value gap. Does that make sense? Does make sense, right? Do we have a range where we can trade from? There's no swing low here, so this is probably not in discount, right? If we take this swing low here, right? It never touched discount. But if you look at the details, there is a down close candle here that should support price higher on 50% of the range in the inverse fair value gap. Hope you're taking notes, but this is going to unlock where you need to look for price action. Now we're going to go to the 1 hour. We actually have a range here, right? We can use this range because the OB attached to the low, right? The OB attached to the low should be respected because this low should not get violated. It already tapped the PD array here and it displaced away from it. So this low is this is not an order pairing low. So this is the low you take. Then you have an order block here. This is a POI. You can enter straight up on this POI or you wait for a CSD, right? I waited for a CSD because it's Monday, right? Then we have the CSD OB here. You enter on the CSD OB. You don't even have to go to the lower time frame. This is how you enter. That's it. That's literally it. Right? So watch the stream back if you weren't listening, but that's literally how I found this setup. And now I want to Control Z everything, so all my annotations are back. Yes, okay. Boop, and everything is back. Right, so that's the breakdown. I'm gonna head off right now because I don't see anything worthwhile watching. I'm very glad a lot of you guys joined. 300 plus people is a lot. Typically I do like 200. There's a lot of you guys who joined. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. It really helps me out to have more exposure. Hit the like button on the stream so it gets recommended, right? Make a fucking comment on the stream like I like the stream or whatever, right? If you want to contact me, you can do so in our free Discord. You can find the free Discord as well with the link in the description where it says LOC Discord, right? That's the paid version, but there's also a free section if you want to join the free section, right? So for now, I'm gonna head off and I will see you in 6 months because I don't live stream that much on YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you later. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys, or ICT will climb under your bed and he will take you during the night.